Hey, what's good? When does that under 18 the clutch? And I want to talk about a very interesting and exciting matchup going on between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals. That's going to take place starting this Thursday. And while it may be easy and repetitive to talk about Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown or from the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, I want to talk about two particular players, one from each team, that I believe can determine the outcome of the NBA Finals, depending on if this guy plays good or not. And that is PJ Washington for the Dallas Mavericks and Derrick White for the Boston Celtics. And talking about the Dallas Mavericks first, I mean, PJ Washington, he's been on a massive tear, and I can tell like the dude's on a mission. This season, particularly ever since he got traded from Charlotte to Dallas, being able to play on a contending team and being able to utilize his skills, his offensive skills to the best of his abilities, and being able to shine, especially in crucial moments where he had a key 27-point game versus the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was very important because the Oklahoma City Thunder were predicted by many, including myself, to be able to make it really far in the Western Conference, potentially to the Western Conference Finals. But the Dallas Mavericks with Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and company have been able to shut that down, and PJ Washington was a big help in that step. And with that being said, I just gotta talk about how he's just been on a massive improvement, and this is his first time in the playoffs, and he has been so far he's been doing really good and been a key piece for the Dallas Mavericks, going from a losing team with no hope in a future in Charlotte to now having a team with championship aspirations, and he has been nothing but amazing as he's averaged 13.6 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 1.4 assists, 0.9 steals, 0.8 blocks, shooting a decent 43.2% from the field, 36.3% from three-point range, and having 1.4 turnovers in the process. And what I noticed about PJ Washington in particular, what he's really good at, he's a really good spot up shooter. Anytime he's thrown in the corner, he can shoot a wide open three with confidence and with ease. And he's what I believe he's going to be really deadly with, especially in the finals, is how good he is on transition. Meaning, when the Dallas Mavericks go from on defense and then they get the rebound, now they're on offense. PJ Washington, he's one of the first people to be able to sprint to the other side of the court and be able to get himself wide open, or when they're in the half court, once they're past half court and they're on the setting up their play. PJ Washington, he's really good at cutting on the inside and be able to use his size and athleticism to be able to get himself a wide open layup or an easy dunk, and just muscles his way through the defense, which is going to be very important, especially against the Boston Celtics, who are not that strong with depth on the front court, and because they do have Kristaps Porzingis and an aging Al Horford. But once again, Al Horford, he's on the tail end of his career. Kristaps Porzingis, he's coming off an injury, which, yes, it is reported he is going to play, but we don't know if he's going to be 100%. And PJ Washington, he can use that to his advantage to be able to go after them. And if they sub with their bench guys, it's going to be real easy money for Washington, in my opinion, to be able to take advantage of and maybe even steal a game or two on the road. So with that in mind, I would keep my eye on PJ Washington, because he can do really great on offense and able to complement on defense with Daniel Gafford, doing really good with the blocks and being able to contest the bigs. And Washington, he's there to be an added piece to it, which I believe helps him to thrive and not be exposed, because he's more of an offensive player than a defensive player from what I've seen. So that's going to be really interesting to watch. Just how will he take advantage of the Celtics' weakness in the front court, their lack of depth, and with their star players either coming off an injury or just not as athletic as they once were. I'm particularly going to see how PJ Washington will use that to his advantage in that situation. Can he rise up to that occasion? Now that we talk about the Dallas Mavericks, I want to talk about now the Boston Celtics, who, by the way, in my personal opinion, I believe they're the favorites to win the championship. I predict the Celtics will win the title from a non-biased perspective, because I just believe they're too strong of a team overall. yes, I do mention that they do have a flaw on on the front court with the lack of depth, but they just overall are just a better team. They're built specifically to complement Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in their games, and they can be able to make up with any deficiencies really quick with someone particularly like Derrick White, who is just ever since he got traded to the Boston Celtics, he's just been like on a massive spotlight. Like every single playoffs that he's in for the Celtics, he's just been shining and just like coming up clutch, make game winners after game winners, and being really good on both offense and defense. Just he's really opportunistic, which is what I find really impressive about him. There was talks that he should have been an all-star this past season. Whether he should or not, that's up to debate. But the fact that he was even in that conversation when he was surrounded by nothing but talent with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, and Kristaps Porzingis. The fact that Derrick White, who was originally a role player from his time with the Spurs, and then even for most of his career with the Celtics, now like he's getting all-star talks. That just shows the kind of impact and the kind of like dedication he has put on the game to be able to improve himself and be able to be the best player he can to be en route to win his first championship potentially. And another thing that he can be really good at is the fact that he led the league in blocks as a guard with 1.2 blocks per game during the regular season. And these playoffs, he's averaged 17.8 points per game, 4.1 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 0.9 steals, 1.3 blocks, while having 0.7 turnovers, shooting 47.1% from the field and 40.7% from three-point range. And he is just like truly like an amazing player, and I believe he's going to be a real integral piece for the Boston Celtics, that if he can keep doing what he's doing, I believe like whatever the Dallas Mavericks can potentially exploit, I believe is going to get canceled out because of someone like Derrick White. Like he's really good on defense. You can argue that that's mainly from his time with the Spurs and how they emphasize a lot on defense, especially with Greg Popovich, and now he's been able to bring that over to Boston and be able to not only keep the same energy but also potentially even improve. And like he has been an extra piece that the Celtics need. So if, for example, if Jaylen Brown may have an off game, Derrick White, he can easily get 25 points and make up the difference as if it's nothing. Or if Drew Holiday, if somebody beats him on defense, like let's say, for example, Luka Doncic, he gets past Drew Holiday. Derrick White, he has been known notoriously for being able to do chase down blocks or be able to get some really important stops overall for the team, which is really going to be a huge determining factor. And it's like, you got Drew Holiday, one of the best defenders in the league, and if you somehow get past him, you got another dude who's just as good as a defender, and he can be able to pick up the pieces, like two different walls that any opponents have to go through, so they can get a basket, which can definitely wear out Luka Doncic or Kyrie Irving like easily if they have to consistently have to fight through both Holiday and Derrick White. So those are guys that I definitely would keep my eye on. PJ Washington, how will he take advantage of the Dallas Mavericks lack of depth on the front court, and Derrick White just overall, like, can he keep up with his ascending play this past season, and can he be able to not necessarily stop but slow down Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, wear them out, and then that'll give the Celtics the ultimate opportunity to be able to exploit them and finally get over that hump to win the championship. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think down below, Dallas Mavericks fans. How you guys feel? Are you guys excited for this matchup, for potentially trying to win your second championship? And Celtics fans, how you guys feel? You guys being the favorites and having like just a really great team around you. Do you believe it's going to come down to Jason Tatum ultimately rising up, or do you believe it's going to be role players like Derrick White to be able to get the job done? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I certainly love to hear you guys out. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I certainly love and appreciate every single last one of y'all. Thank you for your time. God bless, and talk soon.